Hello, USA fans. This is the first episode of USMN Talk Show. Today we're just going to be going over the player ratings from yesterday's game versus Senegal. So we're going to start off with Turner, Matt Turner, rated 5 out of 10 by ESPN. But I give him a 6, Couple good saves. His distribution was fine, and there wasn't much he could have done on that goal. He maybe could have got it, but I actually thought it was a good game for him. Maybe helped out his cause. Maybe he could end up beating out Freeze if he gets to play a little bit more next game, too. Then Freeman, who he was rated a 5 by ESPN. I would give him a 7, honestly, though. Could have done better defensively, but, his versatility is crazy, and our wingbacks are looking good. He can just do, so many different things. Offense and defense, and he, loves to make the overload and the overlapping runs, and it's really good. Then we have McKenzie. ESPN gave him a 5, and I'd also give him a 5. I think he played defense well, like he usually does, but he was a bit shaky in possession. Ream, oh my god. ESPN gave him a 3, and I would agree. I'll give him a 3 too. It's just defensively, it's just not good. Offensively, it's just not good. I hate to be a Euro snob, but he's not cut off. He's just not cut out for the team. I don't know why he's our captain. There's no reason he should be starting. When we have guys like McKenzie's just not amazing, but he's better. Robinson, worse, but still better somehow. Trusty a million times better. I don't even know what to say to you guys. We have Jedi Robinson. ESPN rated him a 7. I would give him more like a 5. And that's a bit harsh, but he is one of our top players, and I just expected more out of him, He was defensively, I think he could have done better. I think he could have done better on offense too, he had a couple turnovers, but yeah. Berhalter, I don't know. Love-hate relationship with the guy. I think he's one of the better MLS players on the team, but I don't know, he just seems a bit slow and a step behind. Adams, ESPN rated him a 5. I would rate him a 6. Nothing special, but he did his job. I just also, once again, I expect a little bit more out of the guy, So I'd give him a 6. And then Dest, rated a 7 by ESPN. I'd give him an 8, I actually really rate Dest. I think he should get out of the Dutch league and try and do some more things with his career, but he's a better version of Freeman, honestly, except for maybe a bit better defensively. Actually, that's a bit of a reach, isn't it? But this is just so important to the team, and I don't know, he's one of the more creative players on the team, along with Pulisic. Which, speaking of Pulisic, ESPN rated him a 9. I'd give him a straight 9. Yeah, I'll agree with it. The only thing he could have done more is created a bit more, honestly. He had the assists, Dest, but I still think he is just that good that it's he can do a lot better than that. The Senegal defense shut him down a couple times. He had a couple turnovers. We'll try which is fine. He should be trying to create stuff, and there should if there's no turnovers, he wasn't trying hard enough, But I think he could have cooked them a bit more. Maybe he was conserving. He only played the first half. Reyna, he was given a 4 by ESPN. I would give him a 5. Kind of just your average performance, nothing crazy, but if he wants to stay in this World Cup starting lineup, he's going to have to do better than he did yesterday. Not that he did bad, it's just not that he just didn't do anything special, And if we want to go far, it's going to take these special performances. Pepe, ESPN gave him a 7. I'd agree with that, Nothing too special, but his hold-up play was fine, and we have so many versatile players in the team, he can drop back and play the 10, which is amazing. Now for the subs. Chris Brady, given a 4. I'll give him a 4 too. He could have done better on that second goal, but he got put in a hard spot. He just needs to be more confident, I feel But I don't really see him playing during the World Cup anyways, so it's fine. And Joe Scally was given a 5. I give him a 7, you know. There's not really much to say about him, but when you're a defender, sometimes having less said about you is a good thing, you know. Means you're doing your job. And I think I really rate him. I think he's a good player. Miles Robinson, yeah, get you off my team, buddy. You're like Tim Ream 2.0. Actually, you're probably a little bit better, but still, like, come on, what are we doing? Need to lock in. I hope he never touches the field, honestly. Trusty was given a 5. Give him a 6, you know. Another player. Like, I thought, like, maybe Trusty, McKenzie, like, Reyna, Scally, some of these guys just had, like, they're, like, fine performances. Like, nothing crazy, but it was a fine performance from them. And then I'll go to Arfston, give him a 5. I'd stick with a 5. Probably could loop him in with the rest of the guys who kind of did all right. Didn't do much. And now I'll go into McKenny, Weah, and Tillman, who are all given 6s, and I would all give 7s or 8s. You know, I think those 3 guys are all important to our team, especially McKenny. And I think Tillman could also play like a very big role this World Cup. He did have an assist and a goal this last game, but sadly both were disallowed. But yeah, I thought all those guys played well, just like they usually do. Roldan, oh my gosh. Once again, I'm being a Euro snob, but like, my favorite MLS players on our team are Berhalter and Arfston. But like, Roldan's just useless. It's like, especially like at midfield, like there's just no room for an MLS guy in our midfield. Like, I hate to say it, but just the reality. And then lastly, we have Balogun. And yeah, Balogun played good, and he's a very underrated player on this team. He's gonna be an important part of this World Cup. You know, this is one of the first World Cups we're gonna have like a proper striker. You know, and he's in form. He got that goal, and I think that's a good thing for him. And yeah, so he was rated a 7. I'll give him a 7 or an 8. Yeah. And my next video will be a little match preview for Germany. So just let me know what you thought about this video and about my takes about the USMNT and anything else you might want to hear me make a video on. You know. Thank you.